Good. Right, thanks for joining us, Michael. We'll take some questions from the room first.
Cool. Michael, MVP, man, having you back in London after the last event, finally been for a title, you know, we're seeing it on the buses everywhere, it's up, it's plastered all over London. What does it feel like to finally be fighting for that title, not just that, but to be doing it in London?
For me, it's just, I just love fighting in London. I love the energy that I get from, you know, the supporters, the fans, the family, the team, just everybody, you know, it just feels like everyone in there is just there for me. And you know, you guys have seen me before, just bounce off energies full stop. So when I get big energies, you know, I just love to show up and show out. So it just feels great. Obviously, for me, the belt is a cherry on top, you know, but I'm going to go out there and do what I do normally, regardless of whether there's a belt or there wasn't a belt. So, yeah, no, it feels good.
Obviously, you know, a bit disappointing not being able to have Amosov in the title. Obviously, that's no one's fault. But was it a harder adjustment for you adjusting to someone like Logan, or because he comes from a wrestling heavy background as well, is it sort of a similar preparation that you've had for this fight?
It's a different, although they're both, you know, exceptionally good at wrestling, it's different styles of wrestling. I find Logan's style more familiar to what the majority of people in MMA do versus, you know, Amosov's style. So I think it's technically, it was a better adjustment, but still an adjustment. It's always going to be difficult, full stop. But yeah, no, you know, we had to adjust and just move on. And for me, it's just like getting any change of opponent at any time. You know what I mean? It's in my whole career, I've had constant pullouts and change of opponents, which is quite common, it's quite normal. So it's not something that's shocking or difficult to, you know, take a sidestep to. So yeah, it's all good.
And obviously, you know, MMA is always a growing sport, especially here in the UK. We're now at a point where pretty much every organization is available very easily and readily on UK TV. Winning the title in London, would that, do you think, solidify you as probably the biggest star in MMA, in UK MMA at the moment?
Anybody that doesn't understand that already is blind. I don't need a belt. No, I don't believe I need a belt to do that. And I've always been, you know, that was my goal anyway. You know, I think I've done enough to have proven myself. And it's great to see when I look at like fellow UK athletes where they're at the moment. In comparison to when I first started, it kind of was very few and far between. Anybody that was, one, even doing well, two, doing well, like exceptionally well in terms of success towards belts, so on and so forth. So, yeah, nah, I just feel good about it.
No worries, man. Thanks for talking to me. It's great to see you back in London. Can't wait for Friday.
Nice one, man. Take it easy.
All right, we'll go to Jay.
Hey, thanks very much. And MVP, good to see you back. First of all, I just wanted to start with, you know, there's a good reason why, right here, man, good stuff. There's a good reason why Yaroslav isn't here. And I'm just wondering what your reaction was when you saw that, when you saw him take up arms for his country and some of the scenes we've seen, like him recovering the belt.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's a crazy situation. The fact that I can sit here and tell anybody that the reason why, you know, I'm not fighting this particular opponent is because they've gone off to war is crazy in itself, and I'm not lying by saying that. So it just kind of shows you the kind of place that we are in the world right now. But for me, I put myself not even second, not third, not fourth. I'm way last. My feelings in this matter is not important at all because of what's going on. So for me, it's just I wish Amosov well, I wish his family well, and I wish, you know, hopefully everything kind of comes to some kind of final conclusion so nobody's suffering out there.
Absolutely. And this is kind of a crazy situation in another way, in that normally there's an interim belt and somebody's hurt and you kind of know they're going to be back in 8 months or 10 months. In this case, we don't know when Amosov's going to be able to come back, and it's doubtful they're going to want to strip him because of the circumstances. So do you look at this as there might actually just be two champs and you might be defending this quote unquote interim belt a couple of times maybe?
No, not at all. I look at it as I am the champ. I'm about to take a belt home. I'm the champion of this division. The only difference is, you know, when Amosov's situation is settled and he's able to come back, he gets to jump to the front of the line to fight the champ. That's it.
Fair enough. And last one for me. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Logan's wrestling, but from what you have seen of his striking, how do you think he shapes up?
It's nowhere near me. It's not even something I'm even considering in this fight.
All right. Well, best of luck this Friday.
Nice one.
What's up, MVP? How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us for Media Day. Just one question from me. Last time you walked out with Skepta. And I want to know what's planned up your sleeve this time around.
Nah, well, I got to take it back to roots, man. Skepta's hard to beat. Skepta's really hard to beat, so I'm just going to bring it back down to the one and only MVP. Hopefully that's good enough.
So no special stars coming out?
Maybe.
Except from yourself, obviously.
Maybe. But like I said, Skepta's just hard to beat. I was actually trying to put together something special. Hopefully save it for another time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck Friday.
Thank you, man.
Let's go to Jay. Sorry, we'll go to Kobe.
Hi, Michael. Good to be on, buddy.
How you doing?
Good, man. Good. So having avenged your loss to Lima, is there anyone in the division that you think really matches up well with you at this point?
Oh, yeah, man. Bellator has, a line of good fighters and just exceptional athletes. Obviously, I'd probably say next in line, obviously, take away Amasov's situation. Next in line would probably be someone like a Jason Jackson or Douglas Lima rematch, depending on their next fights. But there's loads of amazing athletes in the division.
Is there a preferred opponent you'd like to see?
I genuinely don't care. I'm about to win the belt. That's my concern.
Looking forward to a great fight, buddy.
Nice one, man. Take it easy.
Santiago.
Hi, Mike. Greetings from Amsterdam.
Hey.
Thank you for the time as always.
No
you
worries,
already
no
got the
worries.
message that we admire your skills over here in Amsterdam, right?
Yes, always. Love Amsterdam, man.
It's nice to speak to you on Fight Week. Mike, were you also surprised that the promotion gave this interim title shot to Storely and not maybe Jason Jackson, who was streaking?
No, there's a lot of. It's always difficult because there's just so much that goes on in the background. So I don't want to air out anybody's business, but it was supposed to go specific ways, and it just fallen to kind of Logan Storely. But he's up there as well, so it's not that far of a jump.
Back to this fight, Mike. You were supposed to fight Amasov, someone who excels on the ground, and then they changed it to Storely, also a ground enthusiast. Because they have somewhat similar styles, was it easy to adjust to the opponent change in camp at the London Shoot Fighters?
No, it's never easy to adjust because it's similar, but it's different, and those differences will make a difference to certain things that I might do to one opponent, and then I might not do to the other. So, but I've got the best team in the world in London Shoot Fighters. They're scientists. That's what I always call them. So they know how to analyze and adjust and make the adjustments. I feel like I don't have much to do apart from just listen.
How is the relationship between you and the promotion, Mike? Because I remember before the Derek Anderson fight, you were a little bit unsatisfied at that point with some things, but I think they got it worked out quickly. And now Bellator is even giving you a title fight in your own country. That has to feel good, right, Mike?
Yeah, no, 100%. I aired out some dirty laundry. We've taken it to the laundrettes now. It's all clean, so we're good.
Cannot wait to see you perform again. Good luck on fight night, sir.
Thank you.
Carissa.
Michael, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to speak to us.
No problem.
My question is for you is that once you eventually win this interim championship, whenever the current champion returns, would you want to unify the titles?
Yeah, for me, again, I genuinely don't care about the politics of titles, full stop. I just like winning fights. I like fighting and like showing up and putting on a show, as you guys have seen. So yeah, 100%, obviously, like I said, he just gets first shot at myself once I've won this fight. So it'd just be a fight to win. Even if he was stripped of the title, I would love that fight. It's an enjoyable fight, an exciting fight for everybody.
Ziad.
Oh, hi, Emery's VP. I work for the Kilburn and Break Times. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. How you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. Can I ask you about one of your stablemate fighters who's fighting on the undercard, Alfie Davis?
Yeah.
Obviously, have you spoken to him about his fights against Tim Wild? Is he confident? And obviously, would you say that Alfie could be the next GOAT of the lightweight Bellator division?
100%. So yeah, obviously we speak a lot because we're training together every day. So just in general, we just talk about how each other's feeling, even through this, the build up to this week. We talk all the time. And he's looking amazing, to be fair. I think this is probably the scariest Alfie I've seen in this build up. And if he can go out there and execute what I get to see, every day, then yeah, 100%. And then, if he can keep doing that, he will have that belt soon as well.
Top man. All I can say, I wish you and Alfie good luck and do it for Wembley, please.
Oh yes, definitely. Thank you.
Top man. Cheers, pal.
Jay.
Hi, Michael. Thanks for speaking to us.
No problem.
Bellator recently uploaded a video of your most impressive finishes. Mm-hmm. Is there a finish that stands out to you?
It's all very unique in itself, is why I like to kind of stamp it with different celebrations and stuff, so it just brings back specific memories. But I think the gauntlet finish I enjoyed, just because we had some great top celebrities in the building as well that got to kind of witness me at my best. So I think that fight there was probably amazing. Obviously, it was here as well, so that's definitely a memorable one.
Thanks, Michael.
No problem.
Final question from Ronald.
This is Ronald E. Smith. Michael, as you're leading up to this fight and a lot of things are coming your way, from a clothing brand, for getting your own burger, do you feel that the journey that is guiding you to this moment has been worth it? And could you believe that everything you've been through in your life has gotten you to this point?
Yeah, I think everyone has their own journey. People always ask me, do you think things should have happened quicker and this and that? It doesn't matter to me, simply because the only time it would have not been worth it is if I quit. I'm still going, and as you say, you're seeing so much happening for me. It's just constant. It's a momentum thing. It's constant me pushing, showing the world every time I step in the cage, trying to promote myself, getting the support of Bellator to help promote me as well as my team, Paradigm. I've got some new extra kind of management that's going to help me with commercial deals and so on and so forth, off limits. So yeah, it's everything happens for a reason. Everything happens in its own time. And like I said, as long as I didn't stop, which I haven't, I know I'm going to get to the absolute top in this industry.
Thank you.
No problem.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us, Michael, and best of luck on Friday.